Hello and welcome back. I know it's been quite a while, but yeah. I was at my dad's. I don't have a PC set up there, so I couldn't really make any videos. I mentioned this in my last one, but yeah. But I still have been keeping tracks of videos. At school, I just go on her. I managed to sneak on YouTube through my laptop, and I just look and see if I got any more views, and we got a decent amount of views. 7 and 6 are my two highest. It's pretty good. And yeah, as you can see, I just did Germany without talking about it, but yeah, you can see this. Alright, so okay, so we're gonna start. Well, we already started, but yeah. So the Russian army goes ahead and makes an advancement, taking over, well, like East Prussia lands, taking over East Prussia and the southern lands of Poland. And we're starting to reclaim more and more. Just a little mess up there. Don't mind these borders. If anybody's watching this, I would really appreciate it if you have any better, like coloring services like this. Cause I mean, I'm gonna keep using this one until I'm done with the World War III one, cause I do need to. But yeah. So, after they've reclaimed all of this, they make it entering into Germany, and Berlin being right about here, like right there, I think. Berlin, no, like right there. Yeah. So Russia pushes down, captures it, and from there it's just free as they capture this and start making their huge move. So eventually, Germany is forced to surrender, and the Soviets, or no, Russians, decide to split up into quite the border war. I mean, we all remember, if my viewers actually watch history, that I forget what I was gonna say. Like, if they watch history, they know how, like, Germany was built during, like, the 1700s, Holy Roman Empire ages and stuff, with all the little thingies, yeah. It's gonna be quite like that, sadly. And, yeah, so first off, we have the Russian lands. They're gonna take over a nice amount. Boom, and then the rest is just done. So this first area is gonna be called Prussia. Yes, I know. It's Prussia, not that nice, but yeah. Next is gonna be... Oh, I forgot, wait, darn it. I know it's like some place in here. I forgot what it's called. It's been trying to get independence for a while. This is gonna be Rhineland here. Rhineland. And then we're gonna split this in half. Just call these what you want. That's Rhineland, that's Prussia, and the rest, I don't know. But this is called whatever the state right here is called. So y'all can probably find that out. So now we're gonna turn these all red. They are gonna be in the red team. And I have to say that this isn't as bad as like the early 1700s type stuff, because I mean they had countries everywhere. They had a country. 50 countries, no, not 50, because that would be insane. They have like 20 countries in the whole thing. So yeah, it was quite insane. And after I finish, just getting all blue. Alright, this is nice. So Prussia decides to launch a quick invasion of Denmark. Very easy. Which, well, they win instantly, like 7 hours at least. Taking that over, Prussia immediately becomes quite the powerhouse. And after a bit of talking, Russia decides to let Prussia let have the rest of this. And yeah. Now, big ol' America decides to take the move. They decide to invade Russia by entering this, and they're gonna do pretty well, as all the Russian army is, well, here and here, so they can probably reach there decently quickly. So America makes a couple landings. Let's get the color. Couple landings here, immediately cutting this off from the rest of Russia, naval blockading it with their really strong navy, and the American army starts moving down. And in many other countries, seeing this as an opportunity, as America is using, well, they've pulled out quite the large amount of their army to fight the Russian military, which had likely arrived by now. And things are going to start slowing down as they make their last great encirclement, or their only really good one. And things are just tiny little pushes from there. Over here, though, they do pretty good, pushing really far, or really far into it, as they are naval blockading it with not much Russian defense here. And they do eventually just capture this little land. And after this, it becomes a stalemate. With USA still using a ton of forces, this quite completely destroys all the things they've been working for. As Prussia sees this opportunity to start destroying Europe. As the European armies were all distracted in like different continents, definitely French, as they had tons of places, tons of random islands, especially in South Africa. They kept on fighting. They easily invade the Netherlands and take that over. Right as they get the border, invade Belgium, which really angers France. And whenever they get a border, France decides to invade the Prussian army. But Prussia decided, well, Prussia being helped by everybody, they start sending their armies through Russia over to Prussia so they could help. And with that, yeah, things are kind of not good for Europe. Europe is likely going to be taken over, but you don't know that, you don't know that. And entering Belgium once again, taking out French armies. And after they eventually do take out Belgium, they start gathering all their army, in which France does the same thing, taking every bit of army out of everywhere, which, with no American and French troops, North Korea relaunches their invasion of South Korea. With this time with a way less support, and also support from China and Iran and all these other countries, they do win the war with Japan. Japan? When the hell did I make Japan on the blue team? What? Okay, I don't remember that. I'm gonna trust myself. I'm gonna trust my, like, the not future self to hopefully ensure that that's not just a huge mistake. But, yeah, now the Koreas are finally united under, well, the Kim Jong-un. Oh, diddly darn. Diddly dum dum. And finally, China gathers up actually, they decide to invade Taiwan. Well, with no American support there. Dead easy. And back to Europe, everything's going a little mayhem, and things are looking good for America's side. Prussia, while France is still gathering, they've gathered, well, since Prussia's military is all in one spot while France's military is all over the planet, it takes them longer, and while they're still trying, once Prussia gathers all their military, they launch their huge operation, capturing, or mainly focusing on their southern coast. They do eventually capture most of it, or all of it actually, and from there they start making more operations. taking over Liechtenstein. Nice area. Oh, darn it. Okay. They move here and push here. And while French, trying to defend this area, they get encircled with many scattered troops everywhere. And from here, it's complete smooth sailing. They destroy any sign of any French troops. And now they have to start going from down here, which they're still being destroyed. And eventually, Prussia does capture all of their... what is this? Western coast? Yeah, western coast, I'm pretty sure. If I get that wrong, sorry. So now they have to go from shipping all over the world to going through here, through dangerous zones, and going through here. But see, that takes a while. And they can't do much, a lot at all, as Algeria and pretty much all of Africa, and a lot of their navy is now starting to kind of just Minecraft spawn all over the Mediterranean Sea. So France, really having no chance whatsoever, is forced to surrender. Now this fate of France has likely completely turned the war favor on one side, as one of the major powers all over the world has completely lost and doesn't look too good for the American side. Well, it's been looking not too good for the American side for a while. And Prussia taking a large margin. Well, actually, no, they're going to take even larger margins. Taking this over. Boom, bada bang. And boom. France, well, now pretty much all of this isn't looking too good. Boom, bada bang, obviously. And eventually Prussia does decide to just unite the Germanys, plus French, uniting them into one big superpower, and their army, now substantially stronger, starts rampaging through Europe, and allowing the Russian army to all focus in here, as they know the Turkish and African army, yeah, are gonna take care of it. So the African army all working together make landings in Sicily, in the bottom and the side. Yeah, that sounds and okay, taking over Sicily completely, they make landings up in here. Italian army now all completely reinforced here. Italy, making good decision, has not really helped all around the world for their side. Instead, they just kept all their army in one spot, which is really the only reason they're still alive right now. But once the Prussians get a call for help, they invade too. But the Italians were already ready for this, as they had many of their armies stationed. And they start gathering tons of army by recruiting. And when I mean recruiting, well, forced recruitment. I forgot what it's called because I don't have good memory unless it's something that I really want to pay attention to. So yeah, it's what Americans do. Yeah. So yeah, this is pretty much all they make. And Italians now really just trying. Oh, yeah, their army. And this is so far how it's going to stay for a while. But for now, the Prussians and Ottomans, as you can call them, start just taking over Balkans and, yeah, Balkans. Making lots of landings, and well, not landings, or just making many fronts in Czech Republic. They take that over with ease. Not even caring. Just so easy, guys. Just do that. And yeah. Now, Prussia's army is probably one of the top in the world as well. I mean, we've probably already know why. I mean, World War I strongest, World War II strongest. The Holy Roman Empire was the strongest at one point, and it was always a huge powerhouse, especially in the Crusades. They helped quite a bit. And if you, oh, actually, well, here, I'll just, like, spoil it for y'all. My second video on mapping, I was planning to do, like, what if a second crusade happened? Or, like, I know there's, like, tons of crusades. Like, the second of all crusades, no. Okay, the second crusade wars. Not like, okay, I don't know, yeah, second crusade. How this? What if the crusades happened right now? No, what if the crusades happened again? Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's might be my next video. If you have any, like maybe, like, prefaces, if you have an idea, type them in the chat, and I will think about it. I will most likely do it. It's, like, not for, like, my exact next one, but I'll do it for my like, next one. Or maybe my next one, or next one. I don't know. Matters how much of you guys comment, which probably ain't gonna be much, but yeah. So after they take over Austria with quite ease, it's Ottomans' turn. They make little invasions of Serbia, Kosovo, and Montenegro. Don't ask why they're all united. Just little. The map I'm using isn't up to date right now. I don't know why, but yeah. So after quietly and pretty easily taking over most of, well, all of Montenegro, Kosovo, and over half of Serbia, or almost half, now half, Serbia really just sees no point in fighting, but keeps on fighting until they are fully annexed immediately after invading Bosnia and Herzegovina, which ends really not Bosnian. Yeah. I annexed Croatia, immediately splitting the country in half. Major move on them. Yeah, expanding on both sides. Which, never mind, they're not gonna be called Ottoman Empire. Well, no, they might be. Yeah, sure they are. And boom, the Ottomans, or Turkish. I'm gonna call them Turkish Republic because I know for a fact they would not go back to Ottomans. That's just too I mean, this World War III is already, like, really probably not, like, realistic. I mean, I have no doubt that the Russian side in real life would win. I mean, America, yeah, they have Europe and stuff, but, I mean, Russia just has more powerhouses. I mean, China, India, most likely would join. I mean, Pakistan, Iran, North Korea with nukes. I mean, most of them are, like, yeah, a bunch of Africa. I mean, Egypt, like, 14th strongest. Indonesia, which I didn't pick a side for, which I probably should, is like 13th strongest. And yeah, a lot more. I mean, people may think that America, I mean, that's just my opinion. America would likely lose. But, and hold on, I just gotta, oh no. Whoopsies. Whoopsie daisies. Damn it, hold on. It seems I've made a big mistake. See, the thing that says that I'm recording is, like, blocking my thing to go backspace, so you're just gonna have to deal with that for now. You know, I could probably just... I'm trying buttons out. Now, what do these buttons even do? Darn it. Yeah, these buttons aren't doing anything to help me. Well, let me just try moving this. Alright, anyway, okay. We'll either deal with that. I'll change it after, don't worry, but yeah. Oh, that looks okay, I'm not doing Indonesia, never mind, I have to fix that. Looks ugly. I mean, we could just say the island went underwater. Yeah, guys, they went underwater. Don't worry, guys. They just went underwater. Yeah. A lot went underwater. Yeah. Just a bunch of islands that I'm not even gonna bother using. Yeah. Okay, alright. After that, so back here, after the Russians finally mobilized all their army, they do a major pushback here and quite here, as the American regime really ain't going too good. Chinese and Russian Navy make a little landing in Alaska. Basically just going behind the American lines over here. They start trying to land in Alaska back. But you see, that doesn't work well, as now their whole Russian offensive starts falling apart. And Russia does easily take it back. Now, with China now launching their invasion of America, things don't go, well, good whatsoever. As Russia and Alaska starts just taking everything over, China launches their invasion in California, their richest state, I'm pretty sure, and starts doing pretty well taking it over. China now having the largest economy in the world, which really ain't good, as they now have a huge military budget, like around $1 trillion, compared to America. Well, America starts raising it like around 900 billion, but they are losing their economy drastically, as all this war material they have to buy really starts taking a blow. With China growing hugely, and America, well, just I don't know. Well, America's economy just drooling down, as they're losing to California, which is their richest state. America's economy, I already said this, is pretty much dead. After all this, they probably have like at least 10 trillion now. I mean, no, they have 12 trillion. And after China does some more pushing, they have probably 10 trillion left. Taking over all of this coast. I think it's the eastern coast. Yeah. This is a complete awful time for America. Now, having like at least like losing like another couple trillion, they continue their advancement into America and continue their complete raiding and a lot of war crime from both sides. A lot in America, as America would expect, thinks about using nukes against China. But for the sake of this video not ending right here, right now, they're gonna hold back an idea, as they know Russia is going to launch everything they got. Well, that they know that if they nuke China, China has nukes too, and Russia is also gonna be probably manhandling the USA. As by now, Russia has completely taken over Alaska, and now doesn't know where to expand. But they decided to just invade good old Canada, making their little plotting invasion and immediately starting it. First, they made little landings here, encircling this, which is, well, basically not much, no one really here, as over half their population is, like, down here. continuing and over and over and over. Bang, bada boom, pow pow. Canada is really losing. Well, not too much. Surprisingly slower. Yeah. But the really nice Canadian people are now kind of turning a little mean, as even the population starts fighting it back against the Russians. But that is not going to be able to defeat the Russian planes and tanks compared to the Canadian maple syrup guns. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Canada has a formidable military, but not as nice as the Russians. And they continue their push. Eventually, Canada does surrender. And Russia demands this. Quite the large chunk of land. Especially getting a nice little border of America so they can continue their Great War. Canada really having not much of a choice, because they'll get their whole country taken over if they don't accept it, is forced to accept. And now Russia decides it's time to continue their war. But not yet, as this has been going for 26 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. And who knows what will happen next. And they're going to go ahead and annex this island from Canada too. Yeah. Now I'm going to go ahead and end it here, guys. And I will see you again. I'm probably going to post again after dinner, because, you know, Thursday stuff. But yeah, get ready for part 4. So this is probably going to go all the way to part 5, 2 more parts. I'll do part 5 tomorrow after school. But yeah, and I'll see you probably later after dinner. Goodbye, and like and subscribe. Hey, that rhymed. Oh god, that rhymed too.